Prepare for battle. Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Gold is a great conductor. Of another. Cease.
Up to the high ground. It was a little bit odd, but now General is actually down to half health down in the bottom lane. Before sitting around there, and this rotation, I don't think it's been scouted out completely, but it is now. Roger trying to keep tabs on that on Earthspirit, just trying to make sure that his particular impact is mitigated.
And they immediately deworked his wood as well. That, oh god, he just went there to play the wood. But in general, you can tell that, you know, Roger's main job at this stage is pretty much just following the push by get anything done on this Earth Spirit. Earth Spirits, generally speaking, you know, I think it was Dietrich who I talked to, and he's like, you know, when I don't get a certain amount of kills in a certain amount of time early on, sometimes it feels like I'm just useless on this hero. And that's just pretty much for most roamers, but Earth Spirit especially, because he doesn't really have a good way of coming back into the game innately, you know?
Yeah, not at all. Unless you have like your team setting you up for some sick combo with a vacuum or some other setups done, but even then, oh god, Roger. He was looking for the courier there, couldn't quite get the right click off.
Like me push doing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Mirroring each other. I mean, they used to play on the same team. They just know each other so well.
Well, the battle of the four positions, it's been a staple of Dota for the last couple of months at least. A lot of focus on these, and a lot of pressure here in the first 5 to 10 minutes to make something happen, find that roll in, find that support that you can run down with better assault. And most four positions was just a struggle to find those two. Bottom lane actually. Okay. General, he's gonna die here, doesn't know the top of him. First buzz being drawn by Sun into the last little punch.
Was probably to be expected. If first buzz doesn't happen and they're 2v2 mid, it's likely on this bottom lane. Top lane, they're unlikely to kill the Brewmaster really. Maybe now, but even then I think it's very difficult. It's very tanky. you know, the passive makes it very difficult. I mean, they're probably gonna get this kill, but it's gonna take them forever.
Roger gets close enough here with the battery soul, can also catch him inside the hog. The missed chance. Another blinks forward. I gotta get it.
Look how much time they wasted. I mean, obviously it's still worth it for them because they get a kill. You know, that's like, what, 2-3 last hits for the Akskumis?
Also Nick got them, he was sticking around and lane instead. Some complete waste, but now the push guy, there's a roll available, I'm not sure if Roger will be able to block it. Ghostic actually coming back into the fray here. I'll make sure that Navi will back off that. You know, down bottom, Dansko is just chasing General all the way back to the base.
But yeah, the point I was trying to make is Empire's offlane is much safer than the Beastmasters. I mean, yeah, sure, Ghostic just died, but that was because of proper execution. If the roamers don't roam to the offlane, the Brewmaster has a much better time than the Beastmaster will, and as you can tell, you know, General was already back in base. That's where you can chase it pretty much to the tier 2 tower as well. Like, this is very rough for the Beastmaster, and I wonder if at some point he just, you know, pretty much gives up that lane, or maybe have the Clockwork be more present on this bottom lane. But so far it seems like Roger is more concerned with dealing either with the Koshka or the Razor.
So far, it's actually pretty even. Both General and Ghostic, they're sitting about level 3 now. Similar last hits and also similar effect on the lane, right? Normally when you play up against Brewmasters and Meteor in particular, you're having a really hard time just because of the Drunken Haze, like well-timed use of that, eventually getting even as many last hits, but just compare the Anti-Mage and the Chaos Knight, they're right on top of each other. So that in itself is pretty impressive. That General's now in mid. Well, he has some help to capture that down. So he's set up for the roll. Follow up the stun never reinforced and then swings Roger. Should end up falling here.
I was actually pissed off on Koshka. It didn't necessarily do too much, but he stunned both Roger and Denby with one stone. So it was pretty impressive. Then, you know, luckily he still has that ward there, which they see, but they can't get in range to do what just yet. So with that ward, he feels very safe.
3 points up in Kurosa's given. It's very hard kill unless you have a sick amount of physical damage already.
After General during World of Lane, technically speaking, it's still a Beastmaster.
Very hard kill.
The does make it a little bit easier.
Radiant's top tower is under
After General during World of Lane, and trading hits against Beastmaster totally sucks. Mana Break is one of the most annoying early game spells to deal with in a 1v1 scenario. And you could already see Ghostic, more so than Beastmaster, has more action out of it, so that Ghostic is also back in the jungle. But Ghostic is already tried in the jungle. And looks like they're setting up for a gank top.
It's rough to run on now. Yeah, Roger straight up walking in, 2 points off the battery soul. Just waiting for the wave coming in, this only forces dip into the trees. Well, okay, it's not the cast. Yeah, as I said, in fact, Roger is actually still ties to that.
Luckily,
Maledict taking him out just after Ghostic died.
Luckily for Roger, though, he still gets the experience from that kill right afterwards. Otherwise, it would have been actually a really bad trade. But this way, yes, he still gets the experience.
Koshka also looking general. I think it's kind of half health in the jungle. One of the few heroes who can probably still do it is with the boss, but they can't. They're not doing it. Just chasing them away.
Ben also still has a self, so he should be fine. But it looks like he's going to use a shrine. Yeah, if you look at the map, something that I know, both support teams rather, are really on top of D-ward in each other's vision. Currently, there's only one ward out because they constantly D-ward each other. Roger just D-warded a ward that Miposhka planted, and earlier we saw the Witch Doctor D-ward a ward that Roger planted, so both supports totally on point. And this kind of favors Navi, not only because they are the only ones to have a ward up, but also because they have the Beastmaster. Beastmaster with Clockwork, and the Clockwork as well. They have the vision piece. Whereas Empire, they don't really have any spell that provides vision other than this.
We're talking about Roger. Someone Maledict here, but Manstorm can really provide the extra damage. They almost cast before they silence in the middle of things, so they really want to bring down this Clockwork and they will be successful. This Chaos Knight, already level 8, he is extremely scary already. It's about to finish up that armor. Make it even more so.
Yep, that is Silent doing a really good job at controlling this wave in general. I mean, he's like almost 30 to 9
Cast bouncing back and
Actually,
forth,
no, yeah.
and now between roll. Maledicts. Is that enough? No. Yeah, fine. Now the turnaround here. Roger manages to isolate Vivorshka somehow. Even though Vance goes in right next to him, but he himself, Woodchuck, is also in trouble. Caught inside a kinetic field, Dendy. Too late to even sneak that kill. Roger with the double. Oh, this is how the tables turn.
I think they wanted to give Denny that kill. Roger was already like turning his back on him. Alright, no, I don't want to take this kill. Oh, battery is full.
I'm too strong, what can I say? Roger apologizing probably.
Yeah, this Battle of the Roma is currently going in favor of Roger. He's an entire level ahead. Almost 1.5 actually. And of course,
Comes around here, goes here. Here's level 6, that's the time that we're talking about. Thinking about throwing out the primal split, but with the missed rock. And just able to walk away.
and Miposhka immediately plants the sentry because he assumes that Dendy has high ground vision. The way Dendy behaved was definitely because he saw Miposhka. I mean, Miposhka's right. He has high ground vision, he just isn't aware. And again, this is a battle of the vision where Navi comes out slightly ahead. Roger, stealing the bounty room. Might pay for his pay with his life for this though.
Well, he's surrounded by a couple of heroes melting on top and side. We're talking about the Chaos Knight a little bit, but he's really a hero that can get super active this early on if you get it wrong. Both his solo ladies
Probably another kill.
and other things. Should be it. The roar comes through. No further TP reactions. Just also just now. Ending. Snake coming through. General still very much alive. The promise was being used, but they kind of finished the kill here. They get the stun up onto Snakeo, lift on Dendy. Roger. Yeah, just two of the brawlings.
That is, by the way,
No problems.
Silent 100% getting screwed over by all the time. That's the way he moved it.
Back on Ghost Stick. He's getting a bit of a crit up on Snakeo and contact in Nakefield. Traffic from Silent. One thing straight over for perfect guards. They finish off Ghost Stick and now the hook shot available. Roger coming inside half health, gets the ultimate off. And now turning up on Dendy Maledict. For drag back here, but doesn't quite have the mana. Stick in a second. He can armor target a little bit if he's watchful of the poison, but he's not. Taking him out just at the end. Navi get away with 2 kills here without giving up anything himself.
General getting away there. Again, I think it comes down to autopathing. I'm not sure if you saw that, but he tried to walk into the true line following General, but his hero would automatically move outside. I don't know, it was really awkward for them. Empire, unfortunately, don't get anything out of it. There was time for use as well, 90 seconds on that one. And a lot of experience.
Well, at least he got a few extra
well.
last hits with it. The last illusion there. Getting the last hit or 2. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's very awkward to die like that.
And in the meantime, Crystallize has the Battle Fury. This is space created. This is pretty much the point of Navi's lineup. They're just gonna fight for the not necessarily 5 units, but just fight a score, maybe take a tower or 2, and just make sure that Crystallize gets sparked. Completely uncontested. I think it's fine for Empire to leave him be like this, but I think ideally for them, they just apply so much pressure that the rest of Navi doesn't get anything done. Well, as it stands right now, not really working out too much.
Also Ice of smiling for Navi. Roger finds it in this room. Maybe Pushka and defend. Maybe scout out a little bit. See what's going on. Maybe link up with General down bottom. Draw is back available. Does have the maxed out call for a while, so you get an extra neutral speed. Can provide expert control or burst damage.
Unfortunately for Navi now, Dendy's rotation does get scuttled out, so Empire can position themselves behind the tower. They can even group up. Unfortunately for them, the Brewmaster isn't in position really. He does have a TP, which he may use now, but they don't really have good vision either. They know that Dendy is here, but they have to assume that
4 seconds down. Malediction. Doesn't matter who gets the kill, and then his man's going with that pick.
I was just about to say, they have to assume that the super attack is going on. Pick up the Clockwork. Which, at this stage, is actually a pretty good kill for them, because that's a level 7 Clockwork. These supports, Advanced Core suddenly turns level 6 because of that kill as well. And we have Miposhka almost level 6 as well, so these kills are very crucial to them.
Empire got exactly 322 gold across 3 heroes of that map, of that kill. Seems good. So yeah, well, also something you talked about it. Crystallize. Okay, that's fantastic. Red Turtle's skin does not protect me from
That was a pretty strong initiation from rolling in, kicking Denny back, and they get a tower on top of it.
Radiant's top is under attack.
Crystallize actually caught in the middle of that. Lift up the anti-mage here, we're trying to focus on the block, but can't quite find the angle. Crystallize gets a blink out. Everyone else on the map though, Beastmaster.
Solo kill from that.
All solos and man score down bottom. That is very curious indeed.
Well,
yeah, roll was used, but just a little bit too late, I guess.
And suddenly these last 2 minutes were not so great for Navi. You know, that solo kill against a support Witch Doctor just shouldn't happen. And he's trying to rectify this by getting this kill in return. He has Vision of Events for. I'm not gonna get more into it.
Now let you TP out back home. So maybe you can put some extra pressure on the tower, or even begin to put on pressure. This is very healthy still on this tier 1 bottom.
And the thing is, you need the Beastmaster benefit for this. I mean, yeah, they can apply a little bit of pressure without the Beastmaster for sure, but technically speaking, Empire could defend this if they wanted to. There's not a lot that up At the same time, because of Seneko and because of the rocket, anybody that does get TP'd in will get put back anyway, so maybe 3 towers? Looks like nobody wants to do
Radiant's bottom tower is under
They don't want to
attack.
trade either.
They pinged him out.
Bushka up top.
No, they want to crystallize it, but
Getting good game from Navi.
lose the voice pitch, she wanted as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Seems to be the name of the game
Dire's
here,
top
right?
tower is under attack.
Bottom tower will go down, Catapult Wave is caught up. So then we will be able to finish it off. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is smoked up together. Roger leading the charge with the hook shot, trying to find something juicy, like the silence maybe. Doesn't have them. A little bit tricky.
Dire's top
Very quick about
tower
it.
is
AP
under
comes
attack.
already using Fan doesn't use it, attempting to run Roger. Oh, another 4 second stun gets killed immediately. More TPs come through. No glimpses just yet. Basically, has the Link Dagger as well as another ult in a couple of seconds. Okay, finds another one. 2 heroes down, both supports. General trying to TP out. Will barely able to make it.
Well, Dendi, there's some Dendi just pushed up. You can keep Dendi across the river.
Try. The rest of the team to come back. Well, that's just ghosted.
They will need the secret boost. I don't think they can get the kill without the secret. They don't have enough physical damage, I don't think. Yeah. Anyway, a little rant here from on both teams actually. So the first one is Navi. They smoked up with 3 heroes. They want to kill the CK, and then there's a huge miscommunication because Roger tried to initiate onto the CK. And then they see the TPs coming, and the 2 other heroes in the backline, they decide, hey, you know what, let's kill those 3 heroes first. But oh, it's the Brewmaster, we can kill the Brewmaster.
Anyway, get the some crystallized, follow up with the silence. It's actually a lot of trouble, but she's still able to get the blink out, and not quite enough damage even with the static link. On level 2 for 66 damage. Only enough to buff up the right click here. So the Natus in general. Meanwhile, Neko just runs into that. Okay, I guess Space created it. Here's a booster down. Denny and Roger, they're on the run. They get stunned up, lifted up to the air. The rest of Vampire come close. Doctor's good ball. That's very casualty here. Now it's not so good anymore.
A bit of miscommunication again from Navi. Denny was getting away anyway. He had a 4-stop. It was really smart to build a 4-stop first item instead of building the Dragon Lines first. He desperately needs it against the CK. And looking to build a plate mill as well. Very sort of like tanky, defensive build.
Dire's top tower is under
this
attack.
Topic didn't need to die. I don't know.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Happens, of course. At the end of the day, you still buy time for Crystallized, though he doesn't really have much of an impact in terms of, you know, pushing anything. He pushed at waves, but he hasn't really touched the tower at all.
Yeah. We'll start to do that soon. Very early battlefield was like, what, 12 minutes? Something crazy. As a threat, he almost has enough money for the Manta. We'll get it at 19
Radiant's
minutes
bottom tower is under attack.
The secret shop, and this is a really good timing. And this is what the draft is centered around, right? Get this anti-mage huge, get the split push going here at a point where he feels comfortable with his defensive utility from the Manta style. And then go on from there.
The thing is, I don't think Navi necessarily accounted for the fact that they would be behind quite as much at this stage of the game on the other 4 heroes. Because as it stands right now, General has nothing. Dendi has a very defensive build, which doesn't really allow him to do anything, aside from not dying. It feels like Navi, or maybe this was their game plan from the get-go, you know, they accepted, alright, you know, without draft we're going to be behind for like 20-30 minutes, but then anti-mage, which I don't think is necessarily that great of a plan. But yeah, maybe it was part of their plan, but either way, they just have to make sure that they get away more of these kills, more of these unnecessary kills, especially.
Starts to stack up a little bit more, and if that, more importantly, if it starts to turn into objectives, then you have to reevaluate that plan. But for now, I mean, all T2s are still alive, even the Tier 1 bottom is still very healthy, so in terms of map control, they are in a good spot. Anti-Mage has a lot of space to farm, and not just him, but the rest of his team as well.
At the same time,
Empire, they basically need to continue, because Brewmaster split is, I was talking about it earlier, is the linchpin of their aggressive potential right now.
yeah, and
So far, Navi's been able to dodge it for the most part, only giving up support.
And I think Empire is doing a really good job at pretty much always hitting their timing.
Radiant's middle tower
As soon as the Ghost Take got his blink, they immediately smoke out.
Now Roger actually finds the hook shot first, Golsik, and he gets the ultimate off. Okay, he can jump in the end. He wants to here, never mind, just thrown up. The battery assault thing gets stopped it every single time, but with the Death Ward and the cast, they still get a couple of kills. Vanskar, even the one to crystallize. Linked out a little bit too late, so that was a very costly kill for Navi. Tough position to initiate into when Empire scanned them out just a moment before, them all rotating in that direction. Anticipating a fight, one way or the other.
Navi tunnels the hook shot on him, hogged him in, thought, hey, we can kill him. Yeah, they killed him, but that is for count. That board, even the Earth Spirit into the Magnetize, it's a prime position for them to just kill them. They don't need any hard lockdown of anti-mage to break in themselves, right?
Oh yeah.
So that way, they get their exclusive kills through. Again, Navi can't really do anything as soon as anti-mage is down, right? You don't have heroes right now to split push anywhere else. Usually they say, alright, he's down to Viper, maybe he's going to split pushing the other side, but they're rather underfarmed.
Catch up and run. It does have the Necro level 2, almost in left full level 3. It's not just pushing potential, but also pick up potential here if he finds someone isolated with the wall. Empire, they just get to a point where they say, hey, just move up, stop taking objectives. And they realize, hey, Navi can't actually really fight us right now. Look at Phantasm, a lot of these still boosted. Good shot in a good position.
Looking at
even if N, here's a BKB.
Yeah, those are all defensive items. It kind of sucks that he's in a position like this, but I mean that's just how the game went at this stage, right? You kind of have to build these items. You have to build the BKB to be able to stand on those fights. Otherwise, you're just constantly going to get cast, silence, whatever. You don't want to get stunned and hit by the can't really just kill you.
Nice start in silence now. Beastmaster trying to keep you out. That's not gonna happen, or is it? Okay. Just in the nick of time. Navi, they were looking for a kill on Liborshka. The roll was channeled up, but it's a little bit too quick with his fingers on that hero.
It's not good decision making. They saw the TPs coming in. I believe they also saw the Witch Doctor TP in, so they know. Silent is alone up here. But Silent knows better, so he made it TP that as well.
Nicholas there, that's a Stag Storm, catches him in the middle of that, Crystalline with the mana start doing a ridiculous amount of damage and stealing all the mana, glimpse back into the middle of that, away. But still with hookshot fall out of control, preventing him from getting to the try to maybe buy some extra seconds. Crystalline, taking it to himself with the mana void.
Rack it on!
Denji immediately forced themselves to the free down there, down to the bottom lane. They need to push out those waves as much as they can. Unfortunately for Navi, they don't really have good vision over the enemies right now. They know where the Razors, but they can't see the others just yet, and they smoked up as well now. They don't know where they are.
No doubt about it.
What a
Also
time
loses a
smoke.
small little army.
That smoke hit just before the Hawk was in the range. Otherwise, he would have seen it. And this is Navi again. They have one big pickup on the CK, but they can't really capitalize on it at all. They defensively TP because they don't want to lose tier 2, but Empire just with good decision making. You know, they don't have the CK, they wouldn't even touch or want to touch the tier 2 anyway. So they instead smoke up, try and find a kill, and they're sort of making Navi move around in ways that Navi doesn't want to move around. You know, they don't want to be on this top lane. They just don't want to be. Instead, they want to be, you know, in the enemy jungle, pushing the tier 2, maybe pushing the tier 1, but they can't.
Well, this Crystallizer is still farming well. Almost 50k net worth, and now he's where he wants to be. He's pushing down bottom. Healthy whip. Be able to bring him down. The Panther was committed for it. He's gonna have that for any sort of follow-up team fight. Wait for that. Also helps you get 3 pickups like that. That Shrine will not save you, Roger.
It was a great play from Ghostig actually. He blinked in immediately, blew mess with feet, and made sure he... Alright, that happened.
Okay. There's support. Just kill anti-mage because it commits to the tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Didn't expect that. That's why I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
He's on a mini map. Not dead. Caught out. Ghostig and...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, he's done already. Please slow down a little bit. Sun, just get the creeps.
Another kill as well.
Closer to Kenny, but he's just gonna try to fight. There's a mental style of his own. Kenny dropping lower and lower and lower. Chaos Knight gonna get himself another kill. Now I'm not sure if Soneko in general can do it, but he's gonna some time through the armor toggle. And that still happens. Roger trying to jump ghosted. FM still there, even right now. And get the kill, but comes back. FM still being kicked away by Thunderstrike, so it's a very scrappy fight indeed. General is still alive himself. No blink that can catch up with Ghosted though. Throw out another spell back. That was not the type of fight that we are used to seeing. Just put it that way.
If we discount the AM dying bottom lane, it's actually not that bad of a trade from Navi. I don't think they get the CK, they get the Aegis and Razor kill. So it's good for them, but of course they did lose the anti-mage. Like we can't just discount that. So anti-mage, I mean he has the Agams now, that makes it much more difficult for the enemies to really kill him. But it's still not impossible for sure. And he has to solo carry this game. Like then his item build will not allow him to do anything aside from just standing in the fight and trying to be as tanky as possible.
That Ag's gonna be useful against Static Link. Like, what's it really going to protect the cats?
The cats is pretty nice, even Drunken Beast at this stage. Because getting Drunken Beast in the team fight, or even in the siege, is really annoying. It makes it very much impossible to bring down towers to the siege. The stun, CK of course. Reality Rift doesn't really do too much because he's still Reality Rift yet.
Yeah. You're the one who are playing them myself.
Well, that's true, yeah. I guess it's sort of nice as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is falling.
Quick farm. Getting back to next item. That Thatcher's being to control up some heroes. Find different figures here. Even just the Witch Doctor. I mean, Vensko has been proving to be quite a nemesis in a couple of Navi heroes here with both. That.
Yeah,
press my button, sort of.
Blink Dagger on Mifushka now, together with the Blink on the Blue. I wouldn't be surprised if they snuck up in defense and just try and find a couple of kills. Empire has
Mifushka's control is still something that Mage cannot walk with that. Sounds obviously, but that's not what my style is for, but you get fun. You have a little bit of room to work with them. Then it just turns into a question of do we have damage to actually kill the enemy? So it still comes pretty much only from silent at this point, unless you have some cast out. Now, gonna go on an easy target, Beast Master. No way out of this one.
Great decision making from Gosik as well, immediately hunting with the Storm in the jungle, knowing that somebody is likely not going to find anyone though. But this should open up the issue for them. again, the question here from Navi comes down, you know, where's your response? Where's your slow push? Crystallize now doing a good job at backstabbing the missiles, denying the push actually as well. But
yeah, this is something that Navi has been doing time and time again against F-19. Just keep skipping creep waves. Just make sure that they cannot actually take your towers effectively. Well, gonna have to do this a couple more times this game.
Even Seneca has more stuff now. They definitely does more stuff. As many as possible, really. Roger's already building the next one. He's a Winter Cape as well. I actually would prefer if one of those soldiers put the build Winter Cape. I don't think that's what they're really going to do. Rack it up! Then again, force that this way.
It's gonna come in handy if you try to stop those people that are close to the gas or something.
To be fair, this is one of the things that a lot of CK players sometimes they just use it for farm, but they don't think they want to fight. So with that ward, I'm not sure that Navi will oblige.
There's a creep up here. That's about a bunch of people in the town. Go down
finding that ward out. Again, this is so clutch of sports. Scout out those wards and deny them as well. And that was actually good work from Navi. It's not necessarily a ward that is really good, especially in the stage of the game. But it did scout out the Phantasm and the push from Empire, but because Empire do that.
Keep it out, but Stone from the Boloshka just in time, so. Intelligence gathered, I guess. Crystallized.
I mean, there were 5 heroes there. That's a lot of space created.
Yeah.
Sounds stupid to say, you know, for one of those space created. It is a lot of space created. That means push the bottom lane, they farm the enemy jungle, they farm part of their own jungle. They know where all 5 are. Obviously, you don't want to die.
A situation where, yeah.
Seneca's using
look at that Seneca.
Alright.
I don't believe that's the first time we did it, but yeah, this is what Navi is really committing for. Okay, just keep the lanes across the river. And even though Empire is technically ahead with momentum, fighting power, Navi is still doing this now. They're getting some kills of their own with the Raw. In general, then they're linking up with Crystallize down bottom to make it happen. Mostly it's reaction from Empire. And Navi are making their opponents react to them now.
To be fair, keeping the lanes pushed out is also just essential in pretty much any Dota game. Because if you're in a position that Navi is, if you lose a fight, you pretty much lose an objective. If you're up against a team like Empire, right? Unless you kill the CK and the Razor, you're likely going to lose the objective. But if all lanes are pushed out, even if you take the fight and you lose it, what are they really going to get? Maybe rush down, but the tier 2s, like the Troopers are so far away from the tier 2. There was a game Newbie versus LSD the other day, and Newbie just straight up almost won the game because they kept their waves pushed out. They always made sure that they trade.
Lots of waste, static stall now. It's a little bit too late to prevent the booster though. Walk out. Please don't waste it to make us dead now. They see him walking into the trees. He's forced to fight, lifted up in the air. Plenty of time for the rest of the Empire to complete. Possibly can be the roar onto the Chaos Knight before the Phantasm or anything. Downwards about half health. Densko is actually going to die to damage over time. Crystallize coming in twice the mana void, and it's a little bit too late for that. Now, all the illusions battling up against each other. Silence, the stun is the anti-mage though. They're going to bring down Crystallize, now looking for more. Another roll of Deadly. Kills himself on the late now, but Event still very much alive and kicking. Linking up, taking some damage, goes back in his normal form. Helping out with that particular kill. So it's a 3-for-2 trade. They almost got the Chaos Knight. If they did, that fight would have looked different. Crystallize, not ready to man fire in that particular.
Didn't get to use his ultimate, which maybe could have changed some of things. And also, I think the episode was for a long time. I don't think he looked at the actual. He tried to look at the actual. I don't think he did. I'm not
Sure.
Either way, very scrappy fight for Navi. I thought it was a very bold decision to try and take a fight, even though Snake was dead already to face the static storm. I wasn't actually against the idea because I'm not sure Empire knew that it was so that he was like real surprise. Definitely was in Navi's favor, and they still sort of took a good fight in the beginning. But man, the game is like a troll.
And this means most of that items here. This is the Active Saber and the 3 items. But he's also level 20, so relatively with some pieces of spell immunity. It's gonna be useful. Gonna give you a Viper. In case anything goes back to one. In fact, yeah, he has to queued up. I think he still needs it because if that axe is broken, if he gets stunned up, we saw what happens. He can't afford 4 seconds of just standing there and being whacked on by the secret.
And there's actually a lot of very annoying stuff flying around. You know, when you're in a team fight, it's very scrappy. It might be just a loose cast flying around here and there. There's just stone remnants being kicked around, but force guards and silence here. There's active types that are annoying. Stuff as well. Like, there's so many things to fly in your face that you just want to do. So it's only support that you get out. And I mean, yeah, sure, it's like you can't build enough damage on it, but that's just the reality of it.
Yeah. Well, that's what double damage rooms are for. Taking one up there.
Radiant's
Bottom smoking together. Didn't quite catch General, I think. Expecting someone to rotate bottom to defend this. This is who they want to pounce on. Maybe snipe a tower or something. It's only Pushka here for the time being. Today's out of vision.
This does have the pistol if you want to do, you can technically jump in. Not an FN though, FN does have a distance. They glimpse him first maybe and then very difficult to go together for sure.
I love this really different. They know that something's amiss. Navi were missing, so even Porsche, he was in this area, but he was just out of vision range. Couldn't even see him jump on it. Comes back on one. They pulled away the tower. Doesn't have health now. Ultimately, Navi are the ones still forced.
Roshan is probably the next point of attention for both teams. Because if Navi have negative cheese, power. But
that is a hook shot. On the static storm, they're looking for the CK. Can they bring him down? It's been mobs. They some of the damage and does some his on his own. But he will end up taking out Crystallize with a blink away. Magnetize on top of him. Deadly though. He's dying to defend. He's still a lot of damage here still. Crystallize drop down, gets the Mana Void off to stop that Step Watch shenanigans. Now it's on the run. Silence will prevent the blink. No man's stuff another couple of seconds. He has to pick it up to the trees from Borska. Keeps up, gets the blink just in the nick of time. Man's stuff is really good. Ooh, that was a great escape here. Not just for Crystallize, but also for the rest of Navi. Roger, super low health. Same for General. He's still a great face. Full stuff TP. Fine too.
This is actually such PM. He had a TP the entire time, made a force the entire time, but all he wanted to do was just annoy that one player. But yeah.
That's on the half health, the Clockwork Rocket will finish it off. So again, Empire having issues with keeping a creepway alive across the river. Well, they're in the same area. And the top lane obviously is in a decent position, but that's nowhere near where the fight was.
Great pick-up from Navi, of course, with that one ward. Generally, you know, their presence in that jungle allows them to just go for that pick-up because they knew, alright, Razor's bottom, we just glimpsed the way the room out there, let's just go, you know? And this is where Empire maybe a little bit, missing word here, but they should just keep up the vision. You know, I highlighted it earlier, the vision game is really important against Beast Fast game at the Conquer. And not having a vision in that area when you know there was there, or CK being there when you know there was in that area is a bit, let's just call it lazy. And this is where Empire needs to be more tentative on the supports. Have the vision up, or either have the support scout out the air. If the support dies, it doesn't matter.
It's all silent general something going on with Empire. Oh yeah, it's a stack someone to also the hook shot. Beginning of first gold thing, but Crystallize is going right on top. of Silent. They do forward the man of Roger. First one to fall in. Well, there's still pretty healthy CK just tearing through Na'Vi. Silent still alive now. Can I talk a little bit? Gets turned up. Na'Vi, the rest of it already gotten out of that. There's a static on the top of the hook shot and Crystalite blinking on the CK, but he still got some extra illusions there for the Manta style. And ultimately the Phantasm and well, it's healthy enough. Now he has the cheese. Already back up to 3.2, to almost 3k health.
This time around, now Empire was much more protected. They knew this was going to happen, or they expected it to happen anyway. They just supposed to run pit, making sure they could respond to sort of any initiation. You know, they had a really long gun forward, they had the Brewmaster split, immediately dealing with anybody outside the pit. They singled out target by target, and Crystallize had to get out. It was a nice attempt from Na'Vi. It was pretty much the best scenario they could, well, not the best scenario they could go for, but you know, one of the better scenarios they could go for, but I think they should next time not try to go for, yeah, killing Silent before he gets him off is great, but that's a very naive way of looking at it. I don't think he can do that anymore. I don't think he can burst that
Not without some serious damage items on anti-mage.
Even in the pickup before, when they killed him, he still got Phantasm off, right?
Yeah.
I think...
he still did some damage. He got the reality rough off as well. Clockwork just did like half of his health worth of damage with like one hit. Salvo.
If they find the supports first, then that scenario, maybe they have a better chance of fighting. Because at this stage, Witch Doctor first for a lot of damage. Witch Doctor also has a soul press now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Didn't want to lose the mana, but okay, Portia gets called out at the same time. Navi. They're sticking around this area. They've got a fresh ward up on the high ground. Let's keep control of this side of the map. Just playing Clockwork Rockets every once in a while. I'll just help that along, and the rest of the just making sure that mid and bottom DD response is well, they scouted out of the lead. Wow, I'll just observe what mid just barely catches it.
Question now is, what is Na'Vi? Do they do anything with this ball? I don't really feel like it. I think
so hard into ages.
Yeah. They just, you know, keep the lanes pushed out. They have They have to be careful though. At some stage, it's going to be very difficult for them to take those fights. Because I think Empire has more potential to scale into the late game than Na'Vi does right now. Just because the cores on Empire's side, you know, I think there's more potential for them in their items than there is for, let's just say, anti-mage, which is almost full of.
Okay. But yeah, it's just hard to place some items, and I almost want to say you place the axe when you already have the BKB, and that becomes nice. I guess if we go butterfly, they'll just use some cannons. At the same time to bring us an event. Crystallize, had it out and we pushed, so it's at the moment Shadow Blade. And they said some issues hitting with
thank you. This is an anti-mage who hasn't even bought any specific tanky items or like stat items, right? He still doesn't have a hard or a butterfly just yet.
Still pretty comfortable with the 7 other minutes in that Aegis. It's a testament to how Navi's control that Empire is not able to
all bottom lane.
Still tier 2 bottom lane.
Getting himself so badly.
They're all available, but there's also Linkensphere now. Defensive comes out. Hookshot at the same time in the back. Looking for Vance. You'll force yourself away from the car. Grim of Silence managing with Bendy, but he does have a Ghost Scepter now. It pops the BKB. Trying to get away from all these illusions, but that's not gonna happen. He just dies immediately. Now they're looking for more. Ghost Stick will get blown up on his own BKB. Blink away from Jungle. We've got Light. Picks up another in the back. Boschka left behind. That's the Empire. But now they're finally in position where they actually have some good, so they can't get rid of them. but have decent damage cycle. Without the Viper and Navi, I think it's one of their big force. At the same time, the Phantom Illusions are about to expire as well, and and this happens.
He's gonna give up his life for the free but it's so worth it because now Empire cannot take the tower, and instead Crystallize takes it to the mid. This is fantastic play. This is absolutely fantastic. They totally recognize the strength of their lineup and the weaknesses of Empire's lineup. And they exploit it. So, I mean, at this stage, kind of have to. Like, Empire has to have somebody accompanying the free wave in this situation. If they're gonna go for a push like this, then they have to make sure they can control something else.
Given that they are committed.
There it goes.
Pushing up. Just channeling the inner TI3 alliance. And he played back then, right? He lost that.
He did. Traumatic experience for sure. I mean, I'm at
to show you some shit. Middle lane, they're trying to punch through there. Well, maybe taking care of a general top lane. Pushing over to Roger.
Butterfly off on the new agility perk added agility threats.
So you two with Flutter, 373 without. She's enough of the speed of the minutes. We'll just put some travel eventually just for the backpack.
Look at the squad free wave. They just about a minute ago they took the tier to bottom. And suddenly General's already knocking on the floor.
Barely gets away in mid. Something is this life. Constantly doing it. Sure, not really. With accent, he did,
Ghosting is level 25 by the way, so he has that primal split for that. Oh, hey, 45 seconds, you have primal split next.
15-second downtime.
Basically nothing.
He has to stay in the just blinking in for it. Just put some damage on the tier 3. Enough of the BS here. Get a chance, first creep wave that reaches this stage in a while. Make good use of it here. With all of these illusions with the resplit, Grand Spears with Drax very, very quickly. Now looking at the top. Now they have to fight. Let's do that. Don't miss it. Maybe not. Blocking away. This point of Meadow kills him all looks like this spot island. And gets bashed up. Lincoln will pop a block the abyssal. One put them through, a couple more. I think he's actually gonna get the kill with the help of that Snag Storm. Now the roar in the back for the big beat up Razor, looking for that secondary core kill as well. They did lose Snako, and now Crystallize sounds up a little bit. Hookshot misses again. And eats a cheese before Cherry just around here with a stun. Slow down on Empty Mage. He's actually gonna fall. Plenty of spells for Navi to throw against Navi. Thrown against that Empty Mage.
A bit overzealous from Crystallize there to pulling for that kill on the Razor. Despite the Razor attack, I'm not sure if Empty Mage.
Out of range with Death Ward. No. Oh, defensive shot.
Exactly. Very unlikely. But yeah, I'm not sure if Crystallize knew that FN had cheese, or if you paid attention to it. If that cheese, there's no way Crystallize ever gets that kill. Especially since Zoltan was already used for one of these. So this is... don't think they are going to be surprised now by this. Actually, if they want to keep the racks.
Another trying to create some chaos and chase him away. The pass between him as well before. He's taking so much damage here, but now Snake back in, gets stunned up immediately. He gets available if he finds some. The roar onto the Portuguese, he gets back into Dendy's loving arms. trying to get that kill, but Ghosting now BKB'd up. Roger trying to create some space for Seneko, but it blinks across. One more Clark click is all that he needs. He wants to be slowed down by the Necrobook of all things. Trying to get that kill, diving a little bit too deep. Navi just pulling out all the stops. Barely kiting around these heroes.
I know he's going
The damage is being done. I mean, they lost the max.
Yeah, I know he's going to deep and just there, but those things for the guys are so fast to watch. He's creating so much space, he's always pushing the boundaries on where he can extend, but you know, he's being just a general pretty much all the time. And this is why teams usually ban the defense defense. I just don't want to deal with this defense. He's so strong. Might build is totally on point, you know, but Midas should have get the most 5 points as soon as possible. Itemizing with the auras as well. Grimmax is so annoying to deal with. Navi,
They missed a hook shot here, but Blink hacks initiation. Don't force out blocking Lincolns. It's actually crystallizing things away from the fence. That's hilarious. Oh, okay, that's back off very pawn side. No chance back up with Aegis Keys and his rental shot, so. No, that's actually hilarious. You can get double phantoms, right? And if you just don't get to place, you just get extra.
See, Vulcan immediately pops the ultimate immediately. Anybody here
Immortality.
with the Aegis, with the cheese, with a refresher shard.
If you want to see that now, because
Who sets the Rex down? I'm not sure how Navi can overlook right now.
so you can get 10 to 12 illusions with Manta and 10 refresher.
That is Dota in 7.47. Actually, Dota in 7. A lot of crazy things have happened. 7.
These counts alone, they just, especially now,
I love that they add more crazy ones because it adds more flavor to Dota, you know? Unique talents that are specific to certain abilities. Sure, there's some silly ones like Rose Fleet, but it's still fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of Dota as well, that these kind of things, you see these clips on YouTube and Reddit and whatnot, they're absolutely crazy and they can seem OP, but at the same time there's so many of them, and at some point everything is a little bit OP, and it kind of balances itself out. That makes it so interesting. So with the Shadow Blade getting a lot of value out of that. So much gun potential here. Slides and get caught out.
I'd say, oh no, he wasted Brewman's ultimate, but... Oh, mid lane, hook shot onto Razor.
And then probably gets bashed up, hexed up, and they get killed though. Right clicked away, but the Drunken Haze will make it a little bit harder. It's playing the Aegis, but now on the side, and Style is going to try and fight up against the Viper. Real front, Ghostic gets rolled up, Torchcar rolling in. Static Storm committed, they should be able to get this one kill, but Silent, he's just looking for it. Inside the tree, it's very awkward to fight, but still gets the kill, and then he gets the kill. Snakeo just going from one side to the next. Now, Anti-Mage, he signs up, a couple more right clicks, will finish off Crystallized. Fights back immediately, and all that Navi got out of that fight. Okay, Roger, not out of the woods yet either. Gets it cards down, the Torchcar with a blink, rolls, slowing it down, and need to keep an eye on him. Go with a buyback too. Defensive hook shots also stunning up the Torchcar on the way. How do you stop this now with 2 heroes down? Crystallize, he's not strong enough.
I believe the answer is you don't stop. There's nothing now. It's
gonna be a lot of action, yeah.
It's gonna be mega 100%, and I think it's gonna be very difficult for Natus to defend this before 40 seconds should be plenty of time for Empire to keep up with the if they want to. So it looks like Silent wants to cheat here.
The Ravens now have mega.
Buff starts up a little bit more. 50 kills are not enough. It falls in the CF4 if they want 4 GG as well. Maybe they have one more fire left in them. All the ultimates already. Empire will put up the slice. Alright, he goes in. Pops the BKB, rackets away, mana burn. Oh, the mana void onto Lincoln Sphere. Now Silent, well, he's low on health. Has to get out, but his teammate is enough power. Enough covering 5 for him to allow him that. Just die in the end. Yeah, buyback, he's straight back into the fray. Snaker falls, Crystallize is already long gone. It's just a matter of cleaning out now. No, all dropping low, including a fan. Pushed back there from Libushka. GG has been called. Game's in the close. Roger gets a double kill. In the end, it is still an Empire victory.
But again, I still think that, you know, what I said during the draft is true. I think both lines are still pretty good, but Empire in the end just executed theirs much better. They took the fight to